position, at 7'3", number 53, Mark Eaton.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Adams is out there with Anthony. Then it's Corey Brewer. Then it's Paul George. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Here's the Bronx. Pass to Eaton. Here's Malone. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Brewer passes to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around, and that one drops for him.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Or as you think about the anchor of this team, Steven Adams just holds it down in the middle.
Oh, Steven Adams does so much, but it all starts on the defensive end with this guy. He takes away so much space on the interior. He is commanding on the backboards. He contests shots. Everything you could hope for, Steven Adams brings.
Here's George after the made shot from Karl Malone. George with no one around. Gets an open look and hits.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's the Bronx with the ball. Paul George making his last shot. Leonard attacking, and he converts the layup.
Wow, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post, possesses great touch and great length.
Now here's Westbrook. The pass to Carmelo. From outside, off the mark. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Westbrook passes to Anthony. Floats one up. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
From deep, George. That shot missing. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Passes it to Maravich. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The three from Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
Back to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
Timeout called here, the first for the Bronx.
Boy, when you look at the numbers and the impact for Paul George, there is no question he's been in the MVP conversation. The outside shooting, the ability to attack the rim, and the force he is on the defensive end, just so impressive.
And the Bronx going with a whole new group out there. And then for Oklahoma City, Grant, he's checked in for George, and Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Brewer. Now here's Westbrook. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Andors with George, and his offense last season might have been his best effort yet.
Yeah, Kevin, he had to take on more responsibility on the offensive end, and you could tell he has shot more and more threes. He gives his team a much-needed outside threat. You loved everything Paul George is able to give you.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Westbrook with it. Now Kirilenko defending. Good work there as it goes.
Westbrook has made his money right here in the mid-range. The unbelievable lift on the jumper. Good luck checking it.
And here is Mitchell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hayward outside. Down low. Kirilenko Kirilenko uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to Grant. Gobert against Adams. Gobert with the block.
This is Gobert's specialty. Twice on the pipes from the stifled tower.
Hayward outside. Five on the clock. Back to Mitchell. Takes the three. No good on that one. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Bronx on top. They lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Pressure Tony into a jam.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt. Grant is out there with Anthony, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Lewis kicks to Boozer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Grant finds Westbrook. Looking for Adams. He gets it there.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
Pass to Boozer. Lewis outside. Back to Boozer. Over Anthony. Boozer, no good. Oklahoma City trails by 5. Grant dishes to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Adams. Now the pass to Ferguson. Adams' shot is good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Passes it to Griffith. And it's Russell in the corner. He dishes it to Boozer. Over Anthony. Rebound by Anthony. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Thunder. They trail by 3. Ferguson misses.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. The young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Boozer nails them both. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But, Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with it.
Westbrook can't get it to go. The Bronx leading by 5. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Boozer kicks to Leonard. Malone passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Fader on the way. And another miss by the Bronx. Puts one up from 19. Anthony's shot is off. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Maravich. Now here is Abdul-Jabbar. Covered by Brewer. Leonard the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Malone. Malone is doubled. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game here. Bronx making a switch here. That free throw good from Anthony. And hard to believe that gruesome injury Paul George suffered, what was 5 years ago. Wow.
It's incredible, Kevin, to think for a player to come back from what we expected to be a devastating injury. This is an incredible story for Paul George. He took the time he needed, and consider last year, for much of the season, he was very much involved in that MVP conversation.
Now Brewer, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, simply put it in the vicinity of Steven Adams, and his great hands makes that dunk look easy.
Hayward kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. From deep three-point range, the Bronx working now with a fresh shot clock. Hayward passes to Leonard. Hayward on the wing, defended by George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the Bronx. Andrei Kirilenko checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down. All time to just let them get their legs back under them.
1:05 left in the first half of the game. Brewer the pass to Westbrook. Anthony trying to get open, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's George. Out to Anthony. Three-pointer. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Eaton the pass to Kirilenko. Here's Mitchell. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Grant's checked in. Here's Westbrook. Here's Oklahoma City. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3. Here's Eaton, and he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Often like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Malone. Then there's Maravich, and it's Eaton in at the center position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Leonard after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
And it's the Bronx with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
You can never discount the range and the wingspan that Melo brings. He can bother a lot of shots. Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Westbrook fires away from outside. Bronx grabs the miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence
to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Brewer. It's Gobert with the ball for the Bronx. And another miss by the Bronx.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And here's George for 3. And it's Malone with the rebound.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Here's Eaton, defended by George. The shot's good from Eaton.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Westbrook surveying the D. George way outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. Timeout called, the Bronx.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
Both teams decided to change it up. George has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land. Mitchell kicks to Malone. Taken away by Anthony. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Anthony leading the charge. Westbrook with the bucket. And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary.
Now, here's Brewer. The shot by George, no good.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Offensive rebound. And it's the Bronx with the ball. Trailing by 2. It's hauled in by George. Here's Anthony. The shot, no good. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Here's Mitchell. The kick out to Boozer. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Anthony.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's the Bronx. A 2-point game. Here's Mitchell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lewis with the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeouts to kind of let them catch their breath.
And some changes here for the Bronx. Kirilenko comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Karl Malone. Now, here is George. He's got 7, and the foul on Andrei Kirilenko. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
52 seconds left in the third. Lobs it up for Anthony. That shot off the mark. The Bronx goes the other way with it.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Well, you're trying to end the quarter the right way. It takes awareness and it takes discipline.
Now here's Boozer. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Boozer hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's George, and it's blocked by Kirilenko. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. The Bronx leading by 3. Hayward with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. On the wing, Mitchell. Misses the 3. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Bronx leads by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Paul George. Anthony is out there with Adams. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
You know, what you love about that, Kev, is Melo is in complete command whenever he pulls a move off like that.
Back to Leonard. Hayward outside. Out to Kirilenko. Outside Leonard. It's good from long range. And the Bronx leads by 4.
Well, incredible improvement in Kawhi Leonard's jumper since he came into the league. Give credit to the time spent in San Antonio.
Rudy Gobert. That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Anthony.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Lobbed up there for Westbrook. That shot misses.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, let's call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Now here's Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Rudy Gobert.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Is Russell Westbrook the toughest guy to contain in the league? He's explosive, he's unpredictable, and he is a nightmare for defenders.
Malone's checked in for the Bronx. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Now here's Anthony. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, you got to keep up. That time, Anthony leaving the defense in the rear view.
Here's Malone. Second shot opportunity. Gobert can't hit. And here now the Thunder. They lead by 1. It's Anthony with the drive. Takes the turnaround J. And good. Had the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Anthony's got 8 here in the quarter. Timeout called, the Bronx.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
He really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
David Alden.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Lewis dishes to Abdul-Jabbar, and Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Thunder. It's a one-point game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout. Kind of let them catch their breath. And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Bronx making a switch here. Malone's checked in. Now here's Westbrook. Adams finds Brewer. It's tipped. Three-pointer on the way. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on George.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Here's Malone, and the jam by Karl Malone.
Well, how about Gordon Hayward poking that one away and getting his teammate an easy opportunity?
1:51 left to play here in the 4th. Now Anthony. For 3. Bronx grabs the miss. Hayward outside. 1:25 left in the 4th quarter. And Lewis has it in the corner. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Releases. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Oklahoma City trails by 5. Westbrook fires away from outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Malone. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Anthony. From the top of the key. That one, no good. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Hayward outside. There's 37 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Brewer with the steal.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the middle. Here's Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Maravich, the skill set how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
The three from George. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Pete Maravich. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
From deep, Eaton grabs the miss. Outside, Maravich. Off target. So a close game, seeing the Bronx taking this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both